Hey, it's MK, and I am here with a Stretch the Sketch layout for you guys today. And today this is the sketch from scrapfriends.com.au. Looks like it's from 2012. And for the Scraptember prompt, we are doing doodling. So I'm going to try something that I have seen on some Facebook Reels for a while that I thought I wanted to give a try. It definitely looks like something that I would love to do because it's right up my style. So I have several pictures of my kids and their cousins at Shoshone Falls in Idaho. I thought I was going to bring in this branding strip and use it up at the top because in the sketch there's a ripped bottom and a ripped top, but I don't end up doing any of that because of the size of my photos. I also brought in this like tin strip paint paper from The Good Life by Close to My Heart that I was going to use for that same exact thing, and it doesn't end up making the cut either. So I've got a couple flowers from Pretty Little Studios from the Grateful Heart collection, I believe. And then I also have a couple of labels and things also from the Grateful Heart collection. The chipboard is from 49 and Market. I've got some flair also from Pretty Little Studio. Some rub-ons. I had some yellow rub-ons too that got mixed in with the flowers. They're also from 49 and Market. This paper here, like I said, I brought it in to do the ripping for the tops and the bottom of the layout, but I don't end up using it because of how close my photos get to the edges, the tops and the bottoms. I just didn't think that it worked. I also picked this layout here, which is a pre-made layout from a Close to My Heart collection. I don't remember which one, but I know it was one of their boy ones. And then from Posca, I have a couple paint pens. I was looking for the names, but they didn't have any. Two of them are the same. They just have different tips. And then I went with a gray one. Now, when I've seen this particular style or this particular doodling, they all are the exact same pen. And so they take 3 or 4 of the exact same pens, depending on how big they are, and scribble them around. But I didn't have 3 or 4 of the exact same pens. So I'm going to use 2 of one color and 1 of the other and hope it looks good. All right, so I have my scraps and I have my pictures. I went and traced around my pictures, and now it's time to try out this new technique. Now, this is a very scary technique, and so I practiced it on a couple pieces of scrap cardstock, and then I just had a hard time getting going. Like, do I go? How do I go? What if I mess up? Oh my gosh, these are the only papers I have. And then I just went. I didn't know if I should sign a name. I didn't know if I was supposed to write a word. I had no idea, honestly, what I was supposed to do, because I see people do this technique, but I don't ever hear what they have to say. Okay, so I was trying to add that tin-ish looking paper into, like, it's a tin roof type thing. I couldn't do it. I wanted to use these 2 pieces of paper, this gorgeous plaid from Echo Park, The Great Outdoors, and then this wood grain that is from 49 and Market Rust and Revs, the original Rust and Revs. And I just thought that they matched really well together. They were scraps that I found in my outdoor bin because I was going through that, trying to separate my outdoor and my hunting. So I finally have enough hunting stuff that I'm going to end up needing a new bin for just hunting. So that's what I was doing because, I've got time to do all sorts of things except for what I'm supposed to be doing. Sometimes you just have to stop and just do what makes your heart happy. Honestly, that's what it turns out to be. And so I found these 2 little scraps that I did not even know was there. They didn't end up in page kits or anything. And so, yeah, I loved the combination of them and wanted them on the layout. And then they went really well with my photos, and then adding the pink in from the flowers and my niece's outfits was just perfect. It was like meant to be. I just can't believe that I do have this moody, dark layout, and then I add that little bit of pink in there from my niece's layouts, and it's just perfect. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is I am trying to make sure that all of my pieces line up going straight across, because it's definitely going to look wonky if they don't end up being where they're supposed to be. So I'm making sure that everything is, 2/3 from the top and so on and so forth, and just getting everything straight using my ruler. I do have a ruler, I believe, that's 18 inches long. I was just too lazy to go get it. That's the truth. I just was really lazy. And also too, if you guys don't notice, I barely notice it, but it looks to me like, no, what was I saying? I'm sorry. A truck just drove by and I got sidetracked. My camera is at a different angle. And normally when I do a double page layout like this, I widen out my camera enough to where you can see edge to edge. But I thought I would give this one a try and see if you guys like it, because it actually puts the camera closer to me so I don't have to keep standing up to turn it on and off. And so I definitely wanted to give it a try. Okay, so for my title, I do have this chipboard word that is from the Hike More collection by 49 and Market. And then from the, what was that called? I don't know, but the thicker collection. I think I want to say that it was from, it's just one word, Dazzle or something. I think it's Dazzle or Party. Anyways, I picked out blue letters and it just says favorite people. That's it. And I probably could have used something different, favorite kids or something else, but I just really liked favorite people. Here's that yellow rub-on that I was telling you guys. It got kind of mixed up in with the flowers, and I showed it really, really quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and add that yellow over there because it's only half of a rub-on, and I just really wanted to use it. But when I take it off of its carrier sheet and rub it down, it's actually going to be brighter than what it is. So I felt like it was the perfect yellow to go with all these flowers. And then all the flowers that I picked from the Grateful Heart collection all have that yellow in it. The other clusters from the same collection are minus the yellow and have all the peach in them. So I still have those left over. And there is 2 of everything because I bought 2 of these floral packs just because I really liked these colors together. They were just very pretty. So I had to have more. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Now I'm just trying to figure out where all of my little singular flowers are going to go. And then, of course, like I love to do with all my flowers, is I did rough up all the edges. I did that off camera so that way you guys didn't have to sit here and watch me do the whole thing. And that's what makes this whole layout come together so fast. All right, so in the sketch, they have lines of hearts. Yeah, you guys knew I'm already doing pink. You can't ask for pink and hearts. I already gave you guys a layout like that. This is just not happening. So I chose to use these little paint swatch rub-ons instead, and I love how they ended up looking. They were the perfect addition for my little clusters, and I just love how it looks. I love the little sketchy drawing multiple pen thing, messy markups. I don't know what Janet calls it. She had a name for it. It was awesome. I do recommend that you guys practice on a scrap piece of paper first, like a large scrap piece of paper, because once you get going, it's kind of hard to stop. But I do love how this ended up looking and being all sketchy and wonky. And it's like the stitching in the back of the sketch. So I'm very happy with how it turned out, and not too bad for my first try at it. Keep an eye out because it will probably definitely be coming more because I really like it. All right, don't forget to check out all the links that I have down below for Stretch the Sketch as well as Scraptember. And again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it when you guys check out what I'm up to every day or when I post. I can't really say I post every day, but again, thank you so much, and I will check you guys all later. All right, bye.